Assalamu alaikum friends. We hope all of you are fine. Welcome to top lesson for you. In this lecture on the anatomy of human digestive system, we are discussing about the extrahepatic biliary apparatus, right? So let's focus on extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Before moving towards extrahepatic biliary apparatus, let me remind that if you haven't subscribed our channel yet, so please, it's a humble request, please subscribe our channel, share it with your friends so that they could also get some knowledge from us. Thank you. So let's explain extrahepatic biliary apparatus, right? Let's explain this extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Let's know about these words. Extra means outside, right? Hepatic means liver. Biliary means bile system, bile apparatus or bile system. Clear, friends? So these are the meaning of these words. Extra means outside, hepatic means liver, and biliary means bile, and apparatus means system. So it means that the system, listen carefully, the system which collects bile from liver, stores it and transfer it to the site of action, which means duodenum. That apparatus is called the extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Let me make it clear in the diagram, friends. If this is our liver, so as we know, our liver hepatocytes are synthesizing and secreting bile, right, friends? Liver hepatocytes are responsible for secretion of different things. One of them is bile and bile acids. So where do they go? They are collected in the biliary canaliculi. Biliary canaliculi collects them and they are taken by two ducts, right, and are carried to the, I will explain it in the diagram. I'm just telling you about the extrahepatic biliary apparatus, that what is it, right? So listen, it will bring the bile and it will store the bile and it will release the bile to where it is required, means to the duodenum. Clear, friends? Now listen carefully. What is extrahepatic biliary apparatus? So the apparatus which collects or receives the bile. Let me write the apparatus or the system or the apparatus which receives bile, right? It receives the bile, then here it stores the bile. It is the storage for bile. Receives the bile, stores the bile. Clear, friends? Stores the bile and after some time transmits the bile to the site of action. Stores the bile and transmits the bile. This whole apparatus is called extrahepatic biliary apparatus. It is called extra because this whole apparatus is present outside the liver. So that's why we call it extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Right, friends? What is extrahepatic biliary apparatus? The apparatus which receives the bile, stores the bile, and transmits the bile to the site of action. That apparatus is called the extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Right? Yes. Which structure, what are the parts of extrahepatic biliary apparatus? Right, friends? Let me write here. Number one we have right hepatic duct. Clear, friends? Number two we have left hepatic duct. Number three we have common hepatic duct. Clear, friends? Common hepatic duct. Number four we have cystic duct. Right? Number five we have common bile duct. And number six, the most important, the storage part, that is the gall bladder. Clear, friends? Some more extra parts will be discussed later. What are the parts of extrahepatic biliary apparatus? Extrahepatic biliary apparatus consists of right hepatic duct, left hepatic duct, common hepatic duct, cystic duct, common bile duct, and the gallbladder. Right, friends? Let's explain it in the diagram, in a simple diagram, which will help us in understanding more. Right? So let's focus, friends. If this one is a small duct, this is coming from right lobe of liver, and this is another duct, another small duct, which is coming from left lobe of liver. Right, friends? So this duct is coming from left lobe of the liver, that's why we call it left. Okay, from where it is coming from liver, so that's why it is called left hepatic duct. Clear, friends? This one is coming from the right lobe of the liver, so this one is called the right hepatic duct. Clear, friends? Right hepatic duct and the left hepatic duct, both of them combine and make, because this duct is made by the union of right and left hepatic duct, that's why this duct is known as common hepatic duct. Clear, friends? This is common hepatic duct. Now with the common hepatic duct, there is another small duct combined, right? This duct, it is coming from, this duct is coming from gall bladder, right? So that's why it is named as, let me name it here, this duct is known as cystic duct, because this duct is coming from the cyst, that's why this is known as cystic duct. Now both the common hepatic duct and cystic duct will combine again, and they will make the common bile duct. Is it clear up to now? right hepatic duct, left hepatic duct, both of them combined they make common hepatic duct. Common hepatic duct combine with the cystic duct and make common bile duct. Now, where is common bile duct going? Common bile duct is going down. It joins the pancreatic duct. Clear, friends? It joins the pancreatic duct, and this is our pancreas. Clear, friends? And joins the pancreatic duct, and the pancreatic duct, as all of us know, pancreatic duct lose the pancreas and enters to the ample of water in the duodenum, right? So this is the duodenum. Clear, friends? This is duodenum. This is common bile duct. This is the pancreatic duct. Pancreatic duct. Clear, friends? So this whole apparatus is known as the extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Now let's make the important part here. This is our liver, right? Now this duct is coming from the left lobe of the liver. This is called as left hepatic duct, and this is coming from the right lobe of the liver. That's why it is called the right hepatic duct. So friends, up to here, this whole system, this whole apparatus is collecting, receiving bile, storing the bile, and transmitting the bile. That's why we call it extrahepatic biliary apparatus. What are the parts? Right hepatic duct, left hepatic duct, common hepatic duct, cystic duct, common bile duct, and the gallbladder. Clear, friends? Okay, let's write some important points about them. And what are those points? So friends, let's write dimensions of these ducts. So first of all, the dimensions of right and left hepatic ducts. About the dimensions of right and left hepatic ducts. So right and left hepatic ducts are, what is their lengths? What is their length? So their length is about 1 centimeter from the point where they are leaving the liver. It becomes about 1 centimeter. And what is the diameter of them? What is the diameter of left and right hepatic ducts? That is about 3 to 4 millimeter. Right, friends? So from the part where they leave the liver up to the common hepatic duct, their length becomes about 1 centimeter and their diameters become about 3 to 4 millimeters. Clear, friends? Okay. What is the length of common hepatic duct? The length of common hepatic duct is about 1 to 4 centimeter. 1 to 4 centimeter is the length of the common hepatic duct, and its diameter is about 2 to 4 millimeter, right? As it is a duct, it is the length and it is the diameter. So the diameter of the common hepatic duct is about 2 to 4 millimeter. Okay, let's focus on the cystic duct. What is the length of cystic duct? So the length of cystic duct becomes about its length is about 2 to 4 centimeter. The length of the cystic duct is about 2 to 4 centimeter and its diameter is about 2 mm. diameter is about 2 mm, 2 millimeter. Clear, friends? This is about cystic duct. Now let's come to the common bile duct. What is the length of common bile duct? So the length of the common bile duct is about 2 to 9 centimeter, 2 to 9 centimeter, and its diameter becomes about 6 millimeter. Its diameter is about 6 millimeter. Clear, friends? So these were some dimensions related to. Let me repeat it once again. The length of right and left hepatic ducts about 1 centimeter. Its diameter is about 3 to 4 millimeter. The length of common hepatic duct is about 1 to 4 centimeter and its diameter is 2 to 4 millimeter. The length of cystic duct is 2 to 4 centimeter. Its diameter is 2 mm. And the length of common bile duct is about 2 to 9 centimeter and its diameter is 6 mm or 6 millimeter. Clear, friends? Now let's see something else. Focus here. Friends, we have some sphincters. We have some sphincters in this system, and sphincters means gates. Sphincters are the circular, for example, this is a tube and it is releasing something. So there is a sphincter which controls the outflow of substances from this tube. Clear? Let's see once again. If this is a tube and it is releasing different substances, so we need a ribbon here which will control the outflow. If this ribbon is loosened, there will be more outflow, and if this ribbon is tightened, there will be less outflow. So these kinds of ribbons, these are made up of smooth muscles. These kind of ribbons are called sphincters or gates. So let's see where are these sphincters present in this biliary apparatus. The first sphincter is present here. The first sphincter is present here. This sphincter is called sphincter choleductus. Sphincter choleductus. This one is called the sphincter choleductus. Right, friends? This is a sphincter of choleductus. Then, friends, there is another sphincter here. Right? This is not an anatomical diagram. This is just a functional diagram. This is not an anatomical diagram because the sphincter is not here. Sphincter is somewhere here. So for our understanding, I am telling you that here is a sphincter which controls the outflow of pancreatic enzymes. This sphincter is called sphincter pancreaticus. Sphincter pancreaticus. Clear, friends? This was the second sphincter, and the third sphincter is present here. This sphincters control the outflow of bile and the outflow of pancreatic juices to the duodenum. So this sphincter is called sphincter of Oddi proper. This one is known as the sphincter of Oddi proper. Clear, friends? Okay. These sphincters are known as sphincter of Oddi. Clear, friends? So what are the sphincters? Sphincter of choleductus, sphincter of pancreaticus, and sphincter of Oddi proper. So these three sphincters are controlling the outflow of different substances, outflow of bile and outflow of pancreatic juices to the duodenum. Clear, friends? Okay, this was about the extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Now one thing remaining, the last thing, what is this thing? Let me explain this cyst or this gall bladder, right? So let's write some important points about the gallbladder also. What is gallbladder and what is its functions? Okay, what is gallbladder? Clear, friends? What is gallbladder? So gall means bitter. Bitter. The bladder which stores the bitter thing. Right? The bladder which stores the bitter thing. This is called the gallbladder. So let me define the gallbladder. It is a pear-shaped hollow sac which stores and concentrates the bile. Let's define it. A pear-shaped hollow sac or hollow organ, a pear-shaped hollow organ of extrahepatic biliary apparatus is called the cyst or the gallbladder. Where is the gallbladder located? What is the location of gallbladder? What is the location? So friends, from the lectures on the liver, we know that on the posterior or inferior surface of the liver there was a fossa for gallbladder. So gallbladder is located in that fossa. It is located in the fossa of gallbladder. It is located in the fossa of gallbladder on inferior surface of liver. Clear, friends? This is the location of gallbladder. What is the capacity? It means how much bile is stored physiologically in this cyst. So we say that what is the capacity of gallbladder? So gallbladder has a capacity of 30 to 50 ml bile. 30 to 50 ml bile. Next we say that what is the size of gallbladder? What is the size of gallbladder? So from size we mean that what is the length of gallbladder? So its length is about 7 to 10 centimeter. Its length is about 7 to 10 centimeter, and its diameter or width. Its width is about 3 centimeter at its widest part. So its width about its length about 7 to 10 centimeter and its width about 3 centimeter. So its length become from here up to here, and its width we calculate at this point, as I told you that at the widest part. Right? So this was about the size of the cyst. What are the main parts? What are the main parts of the gallbladder? So gallbladder has 3 main parts. The first part, this part, okay, let me draw a diagram here. If this is our gallbladder, clear, friends? This is gallbladder. So this is the first part. This is called the fundus. Then there is, friends, the body, and then there is the neck of the gallbladder. What are the parts? The first part is the fundus. then there is body, then there is neck of the bladder, right? There are three main parts: fundus, body, and the neck, right? Next we move forward. What is the arterial supply of the gallbladder? So it is provided with oxygenated blood by cystic artery. Clear, friends? Cystic artery supplies oxygenated blood. What is the venous drainage? So the venous drainage, it is drained by the cystic veins. Clear, friends? And what is the innervation of the gallbladder? Innervation of the gallbladder. So the gallbladder is receiving parasympathetic activity as well as sympathetic activity. So it's parasympathetic. Sympathetic activity is coming from sympathetic. Innervations are coming from the branches of thoracic vertebra number 7 to 9. T7 to T9, branches of T7 to T9, and its parasympathetic activity is provided by left and right vagal branches, left and right, or let me say vagus nerve. In short, vagus nerve. It is responsible for parasympathetic activity of gallbladder, right, friends? Okay, what is the function of gallbladder? So gallbladder is responsible for receiving and storage of bile and the concentration of the cells which are present here. They concentrate the bile which is coming, and then slowly it is released in the common bile duct, and from here it is released to the duodenum for digestion of fats and lipids, right, friends? So in this lecture we discussed about the extrahepatic biliary apparatus, their dimensions of each duct, and in the last we discussed about the gallbladder. So here we stop our lecture. We will see you all in the next lectures. So friends, if you like our videos, please subscribe our channel, please share it with your friends, and like us, comment us, so that we can develop our lectures according to your choices.